Well, good morning. We are coming at you from the camper van here. I'm so pleased to be coming at you from a camp spot here. Got Hobbs just chilling out on the couch here. He just got done eating breakfast. And we've got the back door open here. Got a little creek running right by here. We are kind of near a roadside, so I'm getting a little bit of traffic noise, but we have been kind of basically stuck at Kelly's mom's place, getting all that taken care of to get the house ready for sale. The house is officially sold. We are free from all that. So we're out here camped out, just kind of regrouping. We've been here for a solid week, and I had intentions of getting back to doing video and filming what we're up to as soon as we got out here, but I realized it just needed a few days to kind of decompress from that whole experience and get back in the groove, and it is feeling really good, like really good. This guy right here, Hobbs, introduced him in a previous video, a couple months back now, and he's 12 years old, going on 13 years old. He's an older guy. He's a Kerry Blue Terrier, and he's just super chill. Just wants to hang out. Like, that's what he really wants to do, is just like hang out with me and Kelly. And he's just been great. He just brings so much joy to us. Wake up in the morning laughing because his character is just so funny, does so much funny things, and he's just been a blessing in our lives. Super grateful to have him with us. It's, opposed some challenges and inconveniences, but the trade-off is just so worth it. Just really am super into the idea of giving him like the best life possible in his later years here. So yeah, he's awesome. And yeah, I've just been tinkering around here. I'll show you some of the projects I've been working on. I'm gonna have a little cup of coffee here, and we'll check in here in a little bit. All right, the sun is up over the horizon. We're starting to get a little sunshine in camp. It's been actually pretty cool in the mornings. Temps have been real mild here. We are near the small town of Elma, Washington. And yeah, it's been in, I'd say, the low 70s. A few days there in the high 60s, so been pretty mild. A couple warm days. I think it's going to warm up a little bit in a few days. We'll hit 80 degrees. But it's been pretty mild, so that is very welcome after a nice warm summer. So we'll give you a little look around. I got the van parked right next to this giant cedar. It's giving us some nice morning shade. And then get some nice sun in the afternoon coming in through here. There is a small creek right here. If I can give you a little glimpse. It's not flowing very much at all. It is moving. It's flowing that direction, but pretty slowly. So nice to be next to some water. And there's a ton of blackberry around here, so I've been picking blackberries all day. Give myself a bellyache eating too many berries. I do have the cargo trailer unhitched, parked over here. Motorcycle's out. I've been using that just a few miles out of the small town, so I'm able to zip into town when needed. I do have a laundromat there, so I'm going to be going in to do laundry. And the project I've been working on, I've been doing some work on the inside of the trailer. Ended up with a little bit of excess of stuff of when he finished up cleaning out Kelly's mom's place, cleaning supplies and that I'm not going to keep, but just haven't had a chance to get rid of it yet. Never really showed much inside this trailer. It's always been kind of a mess, so I'm reluctant to show it, but this is it. It has this really thin paneling, has been all along the sides, and I removed that to be able to put up these 2x2s. Just bolted those straight into the metal frame here, so I'm able to install hooks and secure points so I can put tie downs to strap in lumber when I'm doing projects and that, and just make it a little bit more functional, and also have some mounting points to be able to. I built this little shelf here to get my shower tent, pop-up fire pit, motorcycle boots and stuff up off the floor, and then I built this little shelf here, little rack to put all my automotive and motorcycle maintenance stuff. Again, just get it up off the floor. So that's been nice, and then I'll probably go back in with that thin paneling. I'm thinking of putting some insulation in there and then the paneling back over. So that's what I've been up to in the trailer. Again, put these hooks up, so I had these sitting down here so you could see that little shelf. Got a couple motorcycle riding jackets, one mesh one for when it's warm and one insulated one for when it's cold. My backpack can fit all that up in there. Gets it out of the van and up off the floor of the trailer. And then I'll show you what I'm going to try to get done today. I noticed since I took that paneling off on the inside of the trailer that there was some rust on the metal frame and some streaks like it's been leaking. So now that that is exposed, it prompted me to get up on the roof. I should have done this when I first got the trailer and realized that all the sealant... Oh, Hobbs is barking at something. All the sealant up on top is failing. It's all dried up and peeling back, and that's where it's leaking along these edges. And this is totally gone. There's no sealant at all here on this seam. So I think I have enough die-cord to do the whole thing. So I'm going to start with one side and then move over to the other side and try to get that done. That's the plan. What's all the racket? Got a little itch in your ear? This guy. Okay, this is what we refer to as the double paw tuck. Notice the two paws tucked under here. It's so funny how he does that. You crack me up, Hobbs. He'll climb up here and just plop down and immediately both paws are tucked underneath like that. Okay, we're coming at you from my little cargo trailer here. I am gonna try to get wrapped up in here with my projects. I did couple shelves on the side, on one side, and the main thing I really wanted was a nice big shelf at the front of the trailer. So we'll turn around and give you a shot of what I'm working on. Okay, so what we got going on up front here is I added these 1x2s here. There was a thin sheet, have it right here, this paneling that was over the front here, two pieces. It does have a little bit of a curve to it, so what I wanted to do was again have a nice big wide shelf that comes out about 16 inches. We'll tap into this side rail and this other side shelf I have here. So I've got this piece of plywood that I cut out. I had to kind of accommodate the curves at each corner of the trailer, and then I notched out for my 1x2 so it could kind of sit back in there, and then I had to put a notch on one side for this steel rail there. So I'm going to give you the test fit here. I can do this one-handed. And there it is. That sits in there nicely. I'll have to tack this in to this shelf here coming up from the bottom. Okay, we are getting things wrapped up in here. I've got my shelf completed. I ended up putting this 1x2 here secured into these 2x2s to be able to secure this board in from that direction. I wanted to have a board going all the way across. I'm just using scrap lumber, so I didn't have one long enough, so I've got a second piece here. These are all tied in with screws underneath here, and then I put this bracket at the split to kind of toughen it up. And we got our shelf brackets underneath, and then it's tied into this shelf here. put a little curve on this board here. And I've got it filled up with stuff already. This was all just stuff that was on the floor of the trailer. Got leveling blocks, my motorcycle helmet, motorcycle riding pants, little bag of tie downs and some tools, charcoal, motorcycle cover, some shade cloth, my motorcycle boots, a foot air pump. And then up top, I'm really happy with how my roof painting and sealing turned out. Give you a look up top here. I've got the white paint on top of the bare aluminum, so I'm really glad to have that painted. It should help protect it, keep it a little cooler in there. And then I die-cored, ripped up all the old sealant, scraped it really good, used a wire brush to clean it, cleaned the whole top with rubbing alcohol, and then went in with the die-core. Actually, I went in with paint and then the die-core. So I'm all sealed up, painted on top of the trailer. So those were my cargo trailer projects. And then I had a couple more projects that I finished up inside the van. Okay, so moving on into the van, I had a couple more projects that I was working on. Let me move some stuff around here. I was practicing a little guitar earlier. Set that aside. So, like I showed before, this spot here was empty, kind of just wasted space. I do have my lithium batteries here, my Battleborn batteries. That's my battery bank in that box below. And then, as I had stated, I was just kind of stacking miscellaneous stuff here. And it was loose and flopping around. So I built this little shelf unit that can actually slide in and out of there in case I need to access my batteries. I've just got it secured with 2 screws up top. So that holds it in there. And that's just paper towels, wipes, some cleaning supplies, some of Hobbs' stuff here, his medication and poop bags and stuff like that. So a nice little storage area there that I didn't have before. And then I put these doors on my little shelving units here. So now I've got those able to close up. And I just installed these little magnets. I use my router to sink those in there. That one actually feels kind of loose. And then I put just these little small, strong magnets. So they just snap shut with the magnet. Yep, that one did come loose. Well, that may not work out. They're just so smooth on the back. I used a construction adhesive. Might have to use like some epoxy or super glue to keep those in. But anyway, I'll have to do some refining on that one. This one here, I'm not too pleased. I just don't want the bare like this. I'm probably going to end up modifying it. Cut some holes so you can actually see into the shelves and put some plexiglass behind it. So it'll be like little windows. So that one opens up as well. And this one, I did try the same thing with the small magnets, and this plywood is actually bowed, so they're not making contact. So I put another little cabinet magnet there, and that one's sealing nice and tight. So those were my projects. I'm feeling good. Typically, every time I move camp, I'd have to pull all my books out and anything I had stored in these shelves because they want to fall out when I'm driving. So now I can keep it secured. That should do the trick. Lots of tinkering and modifying and projects at this camp. Oh, Hobbs is checking me out here. Oh, and I put some more grip tape on my steps here. These are actually glow in the dark, these ones on the sides. Hey, Hobbs. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me on this one. It's kind of a scattered video. I've just been doing a lot of different tinkering and projects and that, so I tried to document as much as I can. Things are going good. It feels really good to be camped out here. Adjusting to having a dog now, that's going good as well. He really is enjoying being outside so much. So yeah, everything's going good. Did take a little bit of a hiatus from YouTube this summer, but I feel like I'm back, so I appreciate y'all that are stayed subscribed and are checking in on this video. Hope you're all doing well out there. Just wanted to give you guys a little message. If any of you that are going through a tough time or through a time that just seems like it's so difficult you're not going to be able to overcome it, just be persistent and persevere. You will get through it and get to the other side. There is peace. Sometimes pain is the pathway to peace, and that's just the way things are. But I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys again in the next video. Try to get another video up here in another couple days. Take care, guys. Peace.